everyone, it's Jamie here. Thanks so much for clicking on my video. I'm gonna take you through putting on my makeup today, and I just wanted to walk you through a get ready with me. And I'm hoping that if you enjoy this, you'll subscribe to my channel down below and maybe hit the like button or give me a thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, Jamie here, I'm gonna jump into putting on my makeup and step you through it. So let's see, so last time I did my get ready with me, my skincare. So now I'm gonna jump into my makeup, and the last thing I did was primer in the last video, and now I'm gonna start with eye primer. So I typically do my eyes before I do any other part of my makeup because I don't want the fallout from the eyeshadow to get all over me. So I'm using this Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. And what I do is just pat it on my eyelids. And what this really does is help lock in shadow so you don't get a lot of shadow fallout. It also helps your shadow stay on longer throughout the day. So it's just a primer. And this one's a really basic one. You can see it's just transparent, doesn't really even look like anything, but really works behind the scenes to help you out with your eyeshadow. So today I have a couple of Tarte products that I want to test out or show you guys. I've actually been using them for a while, so just show my review on them, I guess. So I decided maybe I'll try to do a whole face of Tarte makeup. So I'm gonna use my Tartelette in Bloom palette. This is actually one of my favorite palettes. It has really neutral shades there. You can see it's just a super basic palette, really easy for everyday wear. So we're gonna start with this one. And I'm gonna try to make this kind of fast. So I just go in with like a neutral shade. Actually, I have my mirror right here. I'm gonna look down and hopefully you guys can still see me. So first I just go in with just this shade right here, Flower Child. You can see it's one of my most loved shades in here. And this I really just use to really cover my whole eye, because what is happening here is I want this to go down so the other shadows blend better on top of it. So you can barely even see this color. It just kind of fades out some of the discolorations on my eyelid, and it really sets the stage for the rest of the makeup so that I can blend. So then I'm gonna move, and I guess that brush was a Rephr brush, a Rephr 15. I really like the Rephr brushes. They're not sold anywhere but on the site, so you have to go to the site specifically, but I can link it below. So next I'm gonna go into another like mid-tone color that's gonna be my crease shade, and I'm gonna go in with Sweetheart, this one down here. So basically I start with my lightest color, and then I start working in darker and darker. So this is what you call a crease color, and it just kind of defines your crease and goes in right into your socket where, you know, your eyelid meets your, I guess, your brow bone, like right in the crease. Hopefully you guys can see me putting that on. So this is just like, I'm gonna do a really quick eye today and just make it even on both sides. You wanna blend. And then typically once I'm done with that, I'll grab just a brush that doesn't have anything on it, just a clean blending brush, and I'll go in and just blend out the edges and make sure that things look like a smooth transition between the two different shadows. Did that. I'll use that blending brush again once I put on the next color. So then I go for like a more defined brush, I guess. It's like flatter, you can see, and because I just want to pack the color on my outer lid. So what I'm going to do is go into Rebel now. Hopefully, as the colors get darker, I like to become more precise in where I'm putting them. I don't have the best setup here yet. Be able to get into my mirror. So what I'm doing is just keeping it to my outer corner of my eye, like right back here. And I'm doing that, and I'm not going very high. I'm just like staying on my eyelid. Staying on my eyelid, right in the corner. That's really gonna like give you some depth to your eye. and you don't want that color to go everywhere all over your eye. Just keep it there. Then I go back to the blending brush and I blend it out. I even blend that color like into the crease a little bit. It's very important to kind of change brushes because then you're not trying to blend with a bunch of color on your brush. That wouldn't be very good. So here we go. There we are so far. Very basic. I think that's where we're gonna stop. Oh, I'll do one more color. So I like to use this brush. It's a Smashbox brush. It's like a definer brush. It doesn't, multitasking detail brush, it's called. It's one of my favorites just to use for like really detailed work. So what I typically do is use one of these eyeshadows, one of the darkest ones here, as eyeliner. So I don't use eyeliner. This is just what I use to define my eye. So I think I'm just gonna go in with the middle one. It's called Activist. And here I can maybe even show you right there. I'm only going where eyeliner would go. This, using the viewfinder as a camera, probably not the best. So that's how I typically do that. So, checking it, looks pretty good. All right, so then the last step with eyeshadow for me is normally I put like a sparkly kind of shade on my lids. I will grab another Tarte product. So this is a chrome paint pot from them, I think it's called, the chrome paint shadow pot. And this is the color from last year. It was like a seasonal color. I'm not sure they still have it, but it was called Caramel Apple. So you can see, it's like a rose gold. And it's sparkly. All right. So then what I do is I actually use my finger for this. So I put it, just a dab on my middle finger. Let's see. Don't mind the faces I make when I put on eyeshadow or any makeup. And I, just try to concentrate it right on my lid. Oh, this is gonna be difficult because I can't. My hand is in the way. Okay. This is not, obviously, a masterpiece. So I'm gonna look down here really quick. It's looking pretty good. I could use a little bit more over here. This is fun. Okay, I think I'm good. So that's what I do. Typically just do a quick eye like that. That's done. Next, I'm gonna move on to face products. Gotta grab my makeup wipes. Talked about these in the last video. They're Equate exfoliating wipes. So just grab one out of there and use that to wipe off the stuff on my hand. Okay, so next we're gonna get to the face. So today I wanted to use Tarte, so I have this Maracuja tinted hydrator that I wanted to use. So I have the color, what do I have? Medium neutral, so 25N light medium neutral. So with this product, I just use my fingers. So I'm just gonna put some on my fingertip. I think this stuff spreads pretty well. And I'm just gonna use my hands. I've just been finding that using a tinted moisturizer really works for me. I have pretty good skin. Well, that nearly was not enough. And then I get the tinted moisturizer as like a base. So it's just like really basic. And then I go in and I use concealer where I need it. So I just rub this tinted moisturizer all around. I mean, less is more with these products, but this one is like very, very see-through. I mean, it just doesn't have much like pigment. It's mainly just like a nice moisturizer, which is great because I mean, it keeps your face looking fresh. It keeps your face not looking like makeup, all kinds of good stuff. So when I put on my foundation, I don't go all the way up to my eyes because I'm going to put concealer there. So there's no need to put like 2 layers of product. So actually, if I put a foundation there, typically it's more likely to crease. So I definitely don't want to do that. This is good. Looks good. So far, so good. All right. Cleaning my hand off with my makeup wipes. I can't wait to wash them. I'm a big fan of washing my hand between each step. Okay, so then the next step, another Tarte product. So this is the Hydro Sealer from Tarte. So it's a concealer. I have it in the color 25S, which is light medium sand. And this one is like not very opaque. So it would like just disappear if I tried blending it in right now. So what I do is I actually wait and give that a little time to set. So just a little time to like to dry up some. And then once it's a little bit drier, then it'll give me more opacity as I blend it out. So that is my process there. So in the meantime, I'm gonna wipe my lips off because that really bothers me when I have a bunch of concealer on my lips. I'm gonna go back to the City Lips because it's been a while, and I'm gonna put that on my lips as I go through the rest of my makeup. So I'm letting that sit. What else can I do in the meantime? I can do bronzer. So let me see what bronzer I have. I know I have some Tarte bronzers. So this one is the Tarte, what is this? Park Avenue Princess Waterproof Face and Body Bronzer. This thing is massive. I mean, it is like a great size. This is a great product, so perfect for this. So for a bronzer brush, I'm gonna use one that's like just kind of angled like this so I can kind of really get in there and bronze up my face. So where you put your bronzer, for me, I just put it like, you see where my jaw, like this is called like your contour. This is where you put your contour. So I put it right above my contour because this is kind of like, it's just kind of where the sun would hit me or kind of make me look like I've got a suntan or something. I mean, I've got a little bit of a tan, but not too much going on right now. Okay. And then when you're in a pinch, a lot of times, or I like to, you know, make my makeup cohesive. So sometimes I'll take like the bronzer, I'll take a little bit of it on an eyeshadow brush, like put it in my crease. Sometimes I do this with blush too. And it makes it just like for a more cohesive makeup look. And it's super easy because you already have it right here. So it's like a multitasking product, and who doesn't like that? So, okay, what we do here is you can use your ring finger. A lot of people choose to use that because it's like your lightest finger, and you go in there and you blend out your concealer. I normally like pick a concealer that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it's brightening under my eyes because, you know, it's dark under your eyes. Make you look tired and older if you have dark under eyes. So you don't want to go too bright. I don't like to go too bright. So either go like with the color of my foundation or maybe just a little bit lighter. Then you can see I have like a red mark up here from a past breakout. So put a little concealer right up here. My nose gets red. I put a little concealer on my nose. And this I'll just blend out right away because I don't need too much coverage. Just gives you a little bit of a additional coverage. These Tarte products are like super easy and lightweight, and it's really like they look very natural on the skin. So you don't really look like you're wearing a lot of makeup, and that's the look I go for. So also very important, so just put on concealer. So this stuff is gonna crease if I don't set it. So I use this Real Techniques setting brush, just this little one, and I have some setting powder that I use for under my eyes. Specifically, it's this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. So this is definitely what I use. This is like my favorite under eye setting powder. I don't really use anything else. So I just dip in there a little bit, just a teeny little bit, and I go like that, and then I go like this and make a crazy face and just set lightly under my eyes. Do it on the other side. Like, you don't even want to see it. You don't want to know it's there, but you don't want it to crease. So just do that. That'll do it. Okay, now that I had to blend in my concealer after I went in with my bronzer, I think I'm gonna hit up my cheeks one more time. So bronzer right here. So I just kind of do it everywhere the sun would hit, you know? I mean, sometimes I even go a little bit on my nose because I feel like the sun definitely hits my nose. And then I do this. Okay, so far we're looking pretty good. So for the rest of my face, if I set it, sometimes I set it, sometimes I don't. This, the tinted moisturizer I used probably requires some setting, so I'll do it. This is a great product. e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, super reasonable, and it's really great. It doesn't really glow. Maybe it's just a little bit lighter than some of the other ones. So when I do powder, I use a big brush. This is the Complex Culture Press and Set Bronzer Brush, but I use it for this. So what I do typically is just put a little of this in the cap. I don't even, like that right there is way more than I would ever need. So just dip into it a little bit, do the same thing, knock it off. And then I mainly concentrate on my T-zone, which is right here and right here, because that's the place, oh yeah, and around my mouth, because I talk a lot, of course. And I want to set that so it doesn't wrinkle up or get lines. Okay, so that's good. That should be all the setting powder I need. So next step, blush. Since we're doing Tarte, we'll go with Tarte blush. So this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the color Seduce. Looks like that, super pretty. So I'm gonna grab a blush brush. Typically I use like a brush like this. It's a Real Techniques multitasking cheek brush. So I just dip in here a little bit, hit it off, and then go right. I normally go like on the apples of my cheeks right here. So the apples are like when you smile, see your apples of your cheeks. I go in a little bit because I don't want it to look super crazy that I have like only blush there, and then I brush back, like where I put my bronzer. So same thing, apples right there, you can see, and then I brush back. Okay, wait, I think this cheek looks like it has a little bit more on it than the other one. Okay, that is that. Then moving right along, highlight. So highlight, highlight's always interesting. I have this highlight, which I guess I'm just gonna use. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. So another Tarte product. Woo. I always make you say shart when you say Tarte fast, it's hilarious. Okay, so where you put your highlight is really on the high points of your cheekbone, like right here, right? So that's where highlight goes. And you go in, blend it out. Really blend. You don't want it to look like this crazy streak across your face. You just want it to look like pretty and just a little bit of highlight. This highlight is super subtle, so sometimes I even take it like a little bit to my cheek, so it's like a little bit of glow all there. All right, other side. Boop, 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 boop. Just a little bit. I just am actually, that's not very much. Oh, and then if I have anything excess, I just put it on my hand and wash my hands. So I do this and I kind of rub it in. Looking good. So far so good. Okay, so that is that. I am not gonna use a Tarte mascara because I just don't have one right here, and so I'm not gonna bother with that. But what I do have, I'm gonna do my brows really quickly. I use Precisely My Brow Pencil in 3.75 brow routine. I take my brows, they're pretty hairy. It's okay. I'm all right with it. Kind of brush them up. I see where I need to fill in. And I'm not like super precise with this. Precisely My Brow, but not a precise application here. Wow, I can't believe I'm using the viewfinder. That is really playing life dangerously here. This could turn out really badly. That's all right. Okay, and then other side. It's just makeup. Really, so many more important things in life, but it makes me happy. So do what makes you happy. Seriously, it's important. Okay, so that's done. Brows on. The last step of my brows is I use a brow mascara thing. This is called Make Me Brow by Essence. It is in number 2, Brownie Brows. It's got this little teeny wand. I just go through my brows. Nice. Okay, and I think I hear my kids coming in right now, so it might get a little loud, but I'm gonna try to finish this up really fast if I can find my mascara. Okay, so I'm going to use this new mascara. This is the Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes mascara. I have to say it's brand new, but I'm not very impressed. So let's see what you guys think. Oh, don't jab yourself in the eye. There has got to be. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. There's a better way. I know there's a better way. Okay. I got this little mirror. This little handheld mirror. This is going to do it. Okay. It's kind of weird putting on your mascara in front of a bunch of people. Not that anybody's here right now. Okay. Don't mind me. It looks crazy, but you know well, you might not know, but if you knew when you put on mascara, you kind of have to look up. That's the way I do it anyway. I look up so that way I can get all my lashes. Oh goodness. Oh no. So, it's a little clumpy too. It's not a great mascara. Okay, and then lower lashes. Just a little bit. Okay. All right, finishing touches now. So I noticed a couple things. Number one, I've made some mistakes with my mascara, which is not a problem. Nothing that a Q-tip can't fix, so that's not a problem at all. But one other thing is I do notice some clumps in my mascara, which in order to fix that, you use this handy dandy little clump catcher. So let me get that. I got the clumps out, so not a big deal there. And then the last, so let's do that. And then let's clean off where I made some mistakes. So right here, normally you just wait for the mascara to dry, and then you can just wipe it right off. Look, perfect. Now it looks good. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is I'm getting some creasing under my eyes already. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there. So what you just do is press them out. And then once, it's just like a byproduct of the concealer drying, it does crease some, but then once it does dry and you pat it out like this, you should be good. Should be good to go for the rest of the day. Okay, so I got all that done, which is perfect. The only other thing is I was hoping to do my lips. Hold on one second. I gotta get my shit together. Okay, last product, I just hunted it down. Last Tarte product is the Lippy Lingerie in the color Whisper. So I really like this. Here, I'll show you a quick swatch of it. So it's very much a nude, and it's pretty. It's matte, but I already have that lip gloss on, so. Kind of is perfect over the lip gloss. And that's it. So it was like a full face pretty much of Tarte products. I think we made it through it pretty well. Pretty good timing. But anyway, I hope you guys like that. I'll try to link to all the products below. It's kind of like a mini Tarte review. They're some of my favorite products. I know they have a big sale going on right now. It's like buy two, get one free. And a lot of the products I mentioned are in that sale. So if any of this interests you, I definitely go check it out. I like their products. I think they hold up really well. The ones that I featured in this video are some of my favorites. So go ahead and check that out if you want to. I'll leave a link below. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video today. Thanks for your support. And if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and come join the crowd. All right, thanks guys. Bye.